I know you're in here. So we've gone back to another memory of him at school. This is all your fault. There they are in the cafeteria. We remember this bit from earlier. From his earlier memory. There she is. Turn around. Neil. I know what you're planning to do. I know that you know. Yeah? Well, I know that you know that Look, our contract is to send him to the moon. And the only way for that to happen is if Johnny is motivated to do so. But if that means removing River, then what's the point? The reason why he even wants to go to the moon in the first place is because she died. I know, but we're legally bound by the contract to specifically... Fuck the contract. I didn't take this job to make him miserable, Eva. Don't know about you, but I signed up to help the freaking geezers die happy. Me too, and I like this job. But if we directly go against our legal obligation, we'll be in court for hearings. We'll appeal. We'll know that Johnny would be happier not to go to the moon. Johnny would be happy with a lot of alternative life tangents, Neil. We are not here to play God. Our job is to give him what he signed for. Well, we happen to know what he wants better than he does. Look, I'm only risking losing River because I believe in her, and... What do you mean, risk? You're removing her. And besides, I will make up for it. Make up for it how? Running out of time. So this is the key decision. He wants to remember going to the moon. Which is what they're contracted to do. They're contracted to change his memory so that he goes to the moon, but they're saying the only way to do that is to completely wipe River out of his memory as if they never met. And just to be clear, the reason why she was asking about rabbits, you remember she was making all those paper rabbits earlier, and she was asking him to describe them, and he ran out of things to say. He didn't understand what she was asking. He just described them in a very literal sense and said they were made of paper. And what she actually wanted him to say dates back to that conversation they had that he just doesn't remember. And of course he never told anyone. He never told anyone about his brother, you know? So she probably doesn't realise that he never remembers that conversation. Just trust me. Says the one who pushed me off the lighthouse. Did you just... Freaking light data. Abusing your powers doesn't disable my controls entirely, Eva. Oh. Booby traps, really, Eva? Just trying to buy some time. Gee, thanks for telling me. Oh. There's a very light action element here. Whoa. This is some expensive pieces of equipment you're tossing. Seriously, just stay put and wait till I'm done. Ah, piss off. Look, don't make me exit this whole thing and unplug you. Would you really risk distorting his memories as they are? Stop trying, please. This won't take long. So the whole point of this is the question, isn't it? Would he have been happier if he had never met River? Because he obviously cared for her in the beginning, and they discovered that she had this condition, but later on in her married life he struggled with her condition and looking after her. And that's the key question, isn't it? Like, could he have had a better life without her, and should he have? Now come and find me at the end of the hall. We will do that. And you gotta be kidding. Is this a game to you, Eva? Dear Lord, they aren't just zombie Evas. They're zombie Evas. Uh-oh. Don't come any closer, I got plants. Oh, I can shoot as many plants as I want, can I? Uh-oh. Alright, we can... Ooh, these things will give us something after all. He's got the platypus, the platypi, I guess, to block him off. I don't think you can fail at this particular stage. It'll just take you longer to kind of get around here. Oh, that was... yeah, this isn't going well. How do I get past that bit now? Oh, this isn't going well, is it? We've had about 4 hours of not having to do much gameplay. I can't fire the bloody things fast enough. Yeah, how do I get past that now? Oh, okay, it's gone. Right. What are these? Oh, no. Did we make it? This whole thing is just a loop. Oh, fuck this. Huh. What the... Can we go in there? Yeah, we can. Okay. Eva, what happened? Eva? Can I talk to this kid? No, he's gone. He's gone in here. Just tell me what it is. This is a river here. I've always thought they were lighthouses. The whole contract's messed up. There's paper rabbits in here. It's all gone a bit Pete Tom. What is it like? Just the responsibilities, I suppose. So this is from their wedding, post-marriage. Who's this? I just don't want to be another typical kid in a sea of typical people, Nick. Let's finish, River. She won't be alone anymore. And that's the umbrella scene when he's finished the house. It'd help you to understand her condition. I'd rather not. Why is that? Now this is after her diagnosis, so these are all of his memories kind of condensed. Oh. Again, more memories just flooding in here. Let's play the main theme again. Let's continue down the corridor then. That'll be a phone. Hello, Neil. Morpheus. What is Evie, you idiot? It's a nice Matrix reference. No shit, we're the only ones here. Listen, whatever you've been doing, stop it. We might not know what Johnny wants, but we know what he doesn't want. And what he doesn't want is exactly what you're accelerating. It's already done, Neil. Why don't you come out now? That's kind of trippy. Now, this was the scene when he was about to ask her on a date. What did you do to her? Relax, she's merely going elsewhere. So in his memory, Johnny's not going to be asking her on a date. And that's the key moment, really, isn't it? You know, it's one thing to disable my controls to feed me some olives. This is way out of line. I'm sorry, but this just won't go anywhere if you keep on resetting the memory. At this point, this is the only way. I'm asking you to trust me. So please, just calm down and wait here. And just pull the trigger already. Where are you going? There's just one last thing I need to do. Poser. There's no need to visualize the door. What's the melodrama, Neil? Why are you fighting so hard for this? Forget it, there's no time. Everything will be alright, man. Just turn around. Okay. Hey, what are you... Shh. So he's gonna go ask her on a date. This is the scene from before. Hello? She's not there. So they never meet here. And at this stage in his memory, he doesn't remember her. He doesn't remember their meeting outside the carnival. Sorry, kid. It's already started. So he never meets her, and then their life never continues as it was laid out in their memories. Come on, they're gonna hog all the good tables. They're all the same, sheesh. Nah, Joey's right. The ones by the kitchen smell better. Totally, and olive refills are just steps away. Ugh, olives. Saving him doesn't justify it. You can always find another river, Neil. And that's the question, isn't it? In Johnny's memory, she's made the change so that Joey never died. His twin brother never died. But he never met River. And what she's saying here is that, you know, they weren't destined to be together. There wasn't this one person that he had to be with, and no one else could serve that purpose. And he'll meet other people, and one of those will serve that same purpose. And that's the key issue here is that question. What if they had never met? But he'll only have one brother. Come on, we're in the way.
Short steps, deep breath. Everything is alright. Chin up, I can't step into the spotlight. She said, I'm sad, somehow without any words. I just when this world is no more. The moon is all we'll see. I'll ask you to fly away with me until the stars all fall down. They empty from the sky, but I don't mind if you're with me, then everything's alright. Why do my words always lose their meaning? What I feel, what I say, there's such a rift between them. He said I can't really seem to read you. I just stood there, never know what I should do when this world is no more. The moon is all we'll see. I'll ask you to fly away with me until the stars all fall down. They empty from the sky, but I don't mind if you're with me, then everything's alright. If you're with me, then everything's
This is his reformed memory on the basis of what Rosalind's done. He's now an astronaut, having never met River. Well, he met her, but doesn't remember it. Whatever happened to we always succeed because we're awesome? This isn't a success. I'll lighten up, we're in NASA. We don't have much time left, let's at least check this place out. Where can we go here then? Oh, okay. Please wait here, someone will come and show you around shortly. How pathetic, all this trouble just for some girl. That's what I thought you'd say, Neil. How pathetic, all this trouble was just some girl. There you go, good to have you back. Yeah. Don't have the time to just stare at him. Okay, we need a memory bar. What's this on the table over here? To the Moon. The story about a lame duck's attempt to become an astronaut. A novel by Joey Wilde. So there's his brother who's written a novel, To the Moon. Can't believe this crap actually sold. This isn't the real world, Neil. So this stuff only happened in his memories. Don't forget that they're not changing reality here, they're just changing what he remembers. And on we go. That's 4 bars to proceed, okay. How do we... Oh, I'm gonna press the button, okay. Ah. I pressed it too many times, oops. Is it me or is this elevator smaller on the inside? I guess we're on 1, so we'll go to 2. It's the Mission Control Center. There's not much going on, but you'll see it live one day. I half expected to see Zordon on that screen. It's not here. What? Let's just go. Right, so we've got our extra point here. I guess that's this floor, so we should probably... No, don't close it again, you idiot. We should probably go to floor 3. That's what it suggests it is America as well. Obviously NASA and the fact that all the floors are numbered weirdly. I think last century's moon landing was... Let's not, Neil, let's not. It's a reference to the idea that the moon landing was a forgery. Which is a popular conspiracy theory, which is quite ridiculous, really. And here's the centrifuge. If you're lucky, you'll learn to hate it one day. Ah yes, the spinny thingy. It's not here either. What are you talking about? Come on, we don't have long left. So again, Rosalie's like one step ahead. I mean, she noticed the bunks in Johnny's house when he was a kid. She called it. It didn't explain that to you. You know, you didn't need to know. You could have figured it out for yourself, but you didn't need to know at the time. And I think that's very clever. Your records are excellent, but we'll have to monitor your status closely in the coming sessions. Go on, they're waiting for you in the other room. Okay, so that's like a medical room. We're on the 3rd floor here. We'll go up one more. I hope the real NASA has bigger elevators. And of course, it's just implanting these memories. We've created these memories for him to remember. These guys don't necessarily know what NASA is actually like. It's just they're making him remember what they want him to remember. A bit like Inception, the movie. The shuttle's still under heavy maintenance. We may only view it here from here for now. Ah, this isn't good. Perhaps there's somewhere where we missed. You need to work on your communication skills. Whoa. Yeah, there's a shuttle outside the window there. You know what's the best part of it? What? The very top and bottom of the shuttle. I'd have to agree. It's a little bit meta as well, because obviously those are the parts that aren't in the picture on the screen. How I fit to anyone who can't see those particular parts. There's that sense of humour coming back through again. Indeed. Especially its nose at the top. When maintenance finishes, it probably won't look the same. Yeah, now's the only time. They're trolling the player at this point. Because of course they are. Right, let's go back to the 1st floor because we needed 4 bars to get into that other room. And to me, the bottom floor is the ground floor, in British, of course. So I realise Americans do things differently. In we go. Wonder if the real NASA looks like this. Probably not. It's constructed in part with Johnny's beliefs, after all. Ah yes, a wiki of existing facts tainted by personal fairy tales. It's odd though to hear birds and see none. Sorry, Neil. I really thought there was a good chance. What? And this is the break room. Here's David. He's a mission specialist. Nice to meet you. At least he got into NASA, I guess. Think he made it to the end? Even if he did, it'd take more than just a few years to become an astronaut. Let's hurry and find the last link then. I'd hate to miss the finale. What's going on? Are we out of time? I don't know. And don't forget, we were running out of time before in Johnny's memories. He was about to die. He didn't have long left for us to rewrite everything. Ah, and here's our other new recruit. River, right? Good to have you on board. Hello, I'm John. Oh. I almost thought she... What the hell, Eva? You deleted her? No, I told you. I just moved her. What she does with her life here is still up to her. But this new world is based on public data and Johnny's own beliefs. And since River's data as an individual is not recorded in the public domain, it all comes from Johnny. But even then, that merely increases the odds. How are you sure that it'll work? I wasn't. Could have gone very badly, you know. You would never want to take risks, Neil. Let's just say I won this round. We still have the 2 spare helmets, right? I think Johnny would appreciate some company. Himself, apparently. Rather repetitive, if you ask me, though. What's it called? To the Moon. I like that name. Ah, there you are. You two should just go get some rest. Tomorrow's a big day. And this is a consequence of their messing with Johnny's memory. But don't forget, they met. He never remembered they met. And they met, and then he had this urge to go to the moon because that's what he said. That's what she said to him. If they never met the next year, at the same time, the same place, at the carnival, then he told them they'd meet on the moon. And I'm assuming that's what, in Johnny's memory, inspired River to want the same thing. I want to be an astronaut too, Dad. One day, son. You just might. Yeah. Where are we going here? Yeah. Yeah, there were quite a few times last night when I thought we'd lost Johnny. I think he consciously held on to wait for you two. He's rather patient then. Just hope it's worth the wait. Go on now, your colleague's waiting. How do we get up there? You know, that's my brother in that shuttle. That's Joey. Wow. Yep, I once wrote a book about this too. With a less optimistic ending. Might have to change that after all. Who are these? Oh, we haven't spoken to these guys, have we? That's Nick. You should have seen him back together when we went to school together. I swear, the guy never rested. Just kept on trying and trying. It's like he only had one girl to work for. Where are we going? It's the first time I've ever been. Probably won't be your last. It'll probably take a while to get used to then. So how do I get up here? Have I missed something here? Hey, Dr. Watts, right? Thank you for letting us in here. Yeah, he was the one who requested it. Did you find out why he wanted to go to the moon? Sure. And? What all happened here? Let's just say it was a bunch of sappy cheese that sorted itself out. I thought this might be a good view. Good enough to cut off the traffic, eh? Sure, even if they were real. Well, this is it. All we've worked for. We need to initiate it. Come up here. Why? Why not? You're just going to push me off the ledge again, aren't you? Probably. But the view's worth the odds. Come on. Because one day, I'm going to befriend one of them. is why I think To the Moon is one of the best examples of story game, or storytelling in gaming. I really do. It's fantastically well told. And yeah, the graphics aren't amazing. It's an RPG Maker game. And it doesn't have that many gameplay elements. There's no real failure state. None of that matters when you have a story that's that compelling. It's complex and it's not spelled out for you. You don't have to take the same things from it that somebody else took from it, and it really is like a heartwarming examination of autism. And you don't get that so much in gaming. And Shigeharu's music in this is fantastic, it really is. It's one of the very few games for which I've purchased the soundtrack separately. It doesn't overstay its welcome, and it's just heartwarming. And now it makes sense. I'd like to befriend one of them one day. Here he is. Thanks, off you go now. Still can't believe Johnny willed the house to Lily like that. Who else was there to give it to? Us? Terrible place for burials, though. If there's a landslide, they'd be swimming with the fishes. Still a little too soon. Nah, it's never soon enough. Nice new ringtone. Hello, Eva here. We're on our way. New patient? New patient. Let's roll. You see Johnny's buried next to his wife at the lighthouse. That's To the Moon, ladies and gentlemen, in its entirety, available on Steam. You know the deal. It's been out a while now. It's no less heart-wrenching with age. Still just as good, second time through. I loved it. Thanks so much for joining me for a playthrough of To the Moon. Till next time.